Hi everyone, and welcome back to my How to Do Nonograms video series. In this video I will walk you through puzzle number 50 from my book, The Perfect Nonogram Puzzle Book for Beginners. So the first thing I recommend you do in any nonogram is to figure out the size of the puzzle. And if you count the boxes from left to right, this puzzle is 37 boxes wide, and from top to bottom you have 48 boxes. And I always say, look for the large clues first when you're solving a nonogram. And so if we look at the clues in the columns, we see that in the middle we have the largest two clues in the whole puzzle, 48 for each of these. And we know the puzzle is 48 boxes from top to bottom, so we know we can fill in every single box. So after we've got those filled in, I continue to look for large clues. Let's look at the rows. The biggest clues for the rows looks like is in the middle. We don't have any 37, so we can't fill in every box in any row. And we don't have any more 48s. And so the next thing I always do is I use strategy number 5. And as I'm going through this nonogram, if you're not familiar with any of the strategies I'm talking about, check out my earlier videos where I explain each of them in detail. So strategy number 5 is the 50% strategy. And so you're looking for rows or columns with a clue, a single clue, that is greater than 50% of the entire width or length. The rows are 37 from left to right. Here we have a 28, which is more than 50% of 37. So 37 minus 28 is 9. So we're going to count 9 from the left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to fill in the next box. We're going to do the same thing from the right side. We're going to count 9. 2, 7, 8, 9. We're going to fill in the next box. And the 50% rule tells us every one of these boxes is going to be filled in. Again, if you don't understand why, watch my video where I explain the 50% rule. And in this row, we have a 26. 37 minus 26 is 11. We're going to count 11. Here's 9, 10, 11. Fill that box in. 9, 10, 11, fill that box in. Every one of these we know is going to be filled in. We don't know where the rest of the 26 will be yet, or the 28, but we know for certain these middle boxes will be filled in. The next row is the 22, which is more than 50% of 37. 37 minus 22 is 15, so we're going to go 5, 10, 15. Going to fill that box in. 2, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. Going to fill that one in, and all these in the middle. And that's all we can do in the middle of the puzzle for the 50% rule. Let's go down to the bottom. We have two 21s. 37 minus 21 is 16. 5, 10, 15, 16. That doesn't help us a whole bunch, but any box you can fill in is always good. Here we have 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Going to fill that one in and that one. And we know it's going to be the exact same thing for the next row because it's also a 21. In these rows, we see we need 2 boxes filled in, and that is done. So we know all of these rows are finished. Now, if you're doing this in my book or on paper, put dots in these boxes. The program I'm using does not have an option to use dots. All it does is it allows you to color the box white. Any white box I know will not be filled in. So if you're doing this with paper and pencil, they'll put dots in the boxes. Every single one of these. There we go. Let's see. And down here we have a whole bunch of 2s as well. So we're going to use the dots again. Put dots in every single one of these boxes. We know they will not be filled in. Same thing on this side. Do we have any other 2s? We do not. And we don't have any up top. It gets a little bit tougher to figure out what to do. I'm going to avoid the top section so far because we have so many multiple clues. At this point, I think it's going to be easier to see what we can do down here. Because we see we have all these sets of 2 boxes filled in, and we have single clues over here. Because these are single clues, we know that we're only going to have a single set of boxes filled in, and we see where the where they're going to be. We just don't know. For example, for this row, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4? But what we can do in this section is figure out which boxes it is impossible to fill in. So looking at this last row, we know the farthest that a box could be filled in on the bottom row would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be right here. This box could not be filled in because then you would have to fill in 5 in a row. And the clue is a 4. So if you go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, it could not be farther than that. So we know that box and all of these boxes will not be filled in. And if we go to the right, it's going to be the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This box would be impossible to fill in because it would be 5 in a row. So we know every single one of these boxes is not going to be filled in because we only have a single clue of 4. We know it's going to be the same for the next 2 rows because they also have single clues of 4. So go ahead, you can put dots in those boxes. Same thing on the right side. And if I ever do something and you're not understanding why I know something is true or not, put a comment down below and I'll address it. Let's go up to these 4s. It's going to be the same thing. We know this one cannot be filled in, this one, so put dots in all of these boxes. Same thing on the left side. Now, we don't know which of these is going to be filled in yet. We don't know if it's 4 to the left or 4 to the right or 1 here and 1 here. But being able to tell that all these boxes will not be filled in is a huge help. It will really help us out later on. Let's use the same strategy. This is strategy number 6 for these rows where we have 6. So now you just count to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The farthest box to the left that could possibly be filled in is that one. So that one is not filled in. It's going to be the same thing for these rows down below. And just like that, look how many boxes we eliminate. We know all of these boxes are not going to be filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there, same thing. And we have eliminated a huge section of this nonogram. And sometimes, everybody, knowing which boxes you don't fill in is just as helpful as knowing which boxes you do fill in. We have a 6 down here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put dots in these boxes. Same thing to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So for now, we don't know which of these boxes will be filled in. We're just going to leave it like that for now. Later on, I bet we'll be able to figure it out. Let's start looking at some columns and see if there's anything we can do with the columns. We need 1. Of course, we don't know which one will be filled in yet. Here we need 10 in a row. And, well, we can do this. We know if we need 10 in a row, these cannot be filled in. The next row is 18. Same thing. 20 again, 20 again. This column needs a 1 and a 4. We only have 2 to work with, so we know it can't be 4. Those can't be filled in. This row needs 3 in a row. Those can't be filled in. Same thing here. This column needs 2 in a row for the last clue. It could be those 2. We don't know if it is or not, so we can't do anything here. Same thing for all these. What about the right side? Oh, this column needs 0, so we know those aren't filled in. This column needs 1. Oh, okay, here we go. This column needs 10, 18, 20, 20. And we're marking these out because if you need 20 in a row filled in, and these are only 2 in a row, it can't possibly be filled in. This one needs 4 in a row, so that's not filled in. This row needs 3. Oh, look what we did to these bottom 2 rows. Now, we need 21 in a row in each row. And if we need 21 in a row, we know these single boxes cannot be part of that because of these empty boxes. So we can eliminate those and this one. Now, I wonder how close we are to getting 21 boxes here. Let's count them. We have 2, 7, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Look at that. We now know that the bottom 2 rows are going to be filled in with the boxes we have left. We know these boxes are going to be filled in. So again, by using strategy number 6, looking for blanks, looking for boxes we know would be impossible to fill in, that helped us figure out these boxes are definitely filled in. So that's good. Oh, you know what that allows us to do now? Let's look at these columns. And we're going to look at the bottom clue in each column because you got to go from top to bottom. So this column needs 2 in a row. This column needs 2. That column needs 3. And that needs 3. So let's go down here. We need 2 in a row. That is done. So this box gets a dot. This column needs 2 in a row. There we go. This column needs 3 in a row. And now we use the edge strategy. Strategy number 2. The edge strategy says if you have boxes against an edge and you have a clue of a number that's bigger than the number of boxes that are already filled in, you know a certain number of boxes are going to be filled in. So for example, we have 2 boxes filled in. The last clue is a 3. So you would start with the bottom box that's filled in. You go 1, 2, 3. You know it's filled in. 1, 2, 3, same thing. I bet it's going to be the same thing over here. Yes, we need 3 here, 3 here. We only need 2 here and 2 here, so these are not filled in. And look at this rows clue. We needed 6, and there's 6 in a row. So we've got the bottom, about the bottom, what? 9 rows are finished. Oh, you know, I'm wondering about these middle columns. Because we got this figured out, we have some filled in right here, and then we have these mystery boxes. Let's see. Let's look at this column. We need 22, 10, and 3. Well, how many boxes do we have to work with here? We have 5, 10, 15, 23. And we only need 22 filled in. So I think the strategy here to use is the edge strategy. We see we have a clue of 22. We have 23 boxes to work with. And look at this. This box is up against an edge. We can't go down because these boxes we know are not supposed to be filled in. So we can only go up. So we start with this box and we count 22 towards the top. And since we know from here to up here is 23, we simply know this box is the last one. That box will not be filled in, and we can connect all of these. And look what that does for this section. Now we know we need 10 in a row filled in, and actually I think this is 10, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We need all of these to be filled in. Excellent. We figured out that column. Then this column here is the same 22, 10, and 3. We have 3 filled in already. That box will not be filled in. So we know all of these are going to be filled in. And we need 10 in a row. We already know this is 10 in a row. Fill them in. Those columns are done. Look at these 6 clues again. Let's use strategy number 6 again to figure out which of these boxes are definitely not going to be filled in. Because look, we have 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the farthest over we could go to the left, which means that one's not filled in. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one cannot be filled in. That would be 7 in a row. Same thing here. That's eliminating some possibilities. These rows are done. We need 4 in a row, and here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these boxes are not going to be filled in. Is it the same here? Yes. We have 4 in a row. There we go. Let's see what else we can do in the top. We don't know about these yet. There are a few places we could eliminate some boxes. Look at this. Every set of consecutive boxes to be filled in this row is 4 in a row. Here's 4 in a row, so we know that box will not be filled in, and that box will not be filled in. Do we have more like that? These are all 4 in a row, so let's click that and that. These are all 4, 4. Yeah, we have a whole bunch we can eliminate. There we go. That's helpful. Every time you can eliminate a possibility, it will make it easier to solve the puzzle later on. Oh, now look at this. We know we need 1 filled in somewhere up here, but then it's 3, 4, and 3. We have the 3 in a row. We have 3 in a row right here. We know it's 3 because that box is not going to be filled in that one too, which means the 4 in a row has to be between the 2 3s. And we only have one possibility. There's 3, which means because all these boxes are not supposed to be filled in, we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it the same here? What's this column? 3 and 2. Oh, so we know that box will not be filled in because we have 3 in a row right there. And those 2 are filled in. Hey, that column's done. 3 and 2, and we have it. So these boxes are not going to be filled in. And then every single one of these boxes will not be filled in as well. Put dots in those boxes. And I have a feeling it's going to be the same on the other side of this middle section. 3, 4, 3, there's 3, there's 3, so the 4 has to be right here. And that means we have our 6s for each of these rows. So these boxes are not filled in. And we have the entire half of the puzzle finished. Excellent. And then up here, let's see, we can do the same thing we did over here. 3, 4, 3, and then 3 and 2 for this side. We have 2. Oh, now right here, we don't have 3 yet. We have 2. So now we're going to figure out, which boxes would be impossible to fill in. We need 3 in a row. We have 2. So if we go down 1, 2, 3, if we were to go up 1, 2, 3, if we go up, this is the farthest box to be filled in, which means that box cannot be filled in, and it means every single one of these boxes cannot be filled in. Put dots in those boxes. So we know it's going to be one of these. We don't know which one yet, so we're going to leave it alone. What about the next column? 1, 3, 2. We have the 2. We know the 3 is going to be here. Could be down. 1, 2, 3. Could go up. 1, 2, 3. Now we don't know. This could be the 1, right? The 1. So we can't use strategy number 6 here because that actually could be filled in. If this was filled in, that could be empty and that could be filled in. So we can't do that there. The next few columns have some big clues. 22, 23, 23, 22. And then they have 2s. Now, we already know where the 2s are, right? Look down at the bottom. Here's our 2s. We know the 22 and the 23 in a row has to be up here. And didn't we already figure out that this top section is 23, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. For the clues that say 23 and 22, we know every single one of these boxes is going to be filled in. Now, these columns need 22 filled in. So we know it's going to be all except 1. And we don't know which one it is yet. So what we can do, you can use the 50% strategy. 23, you take the number of boxes in the column that you can fill in. So 23 minus 22 is 1. So we leave this box empty, we fill that one in. We would leave this box alone and fill that one in. And we know every single one of these is definitely going to be filled in. The question now is, which one of these is going to be the 22nd box filled in? Because right now we have 21 boxes filled in. Let's do the same thing here. 23 minus 22 is 1. Leave that one alone. Fill that one in. Going to fill that one in. Every single box here we know will be filled in. We'll figure out the 22nd box later. And look what this does, guys. We need 4 in a row filled in for every set of consecutive boxes for these rows. We have 4 in a row filled in over and over. And so it's going to be like over here. We can put dots in these boxes. It's starting to come together. Look at this. We need 2 in a row filled in. Every consecutive box is filled in on the top row is 2 in a row. Here's a single box, so that can't possibly be part of 2 in a row. So let's get rid of that. Put dots there. Here's 2 in a row. Put a dot there. Put a dot there. It's a single box. Get rid of that box. Down here, we need 4 in a row. So we have 4 in a row. Put dots there. On this row, same thing. Put dots there. Let's use the same strategy for this section, 22, 23, 23, 22, that we did over here. So we know we put a box there, fill that one in. And these are 23s. We know every single one of these is going to be filled in. And then let's come back to this one. So 23 minus 22 is 1. We leave that one alone. And we fill in the middle 21 boxes. Same thing here. This is the 50% strategy in action. It's a strategy I use all the time. And look what's happening to this row. We need 22 in a row. we know we're only going to have one set of consecutive boxes filled in, so we can't have any gaps between boxes that are filled in. So we know these boxes are going to be filled in. If these boxes are filled in and these boxes are filled in, we know these have to be filled in too. How many have we filled in a row now? We got 5, 10, 15, 16. So we're going to need 6 more filled in. And just like we did over here, let's get rid of these boxes, put dots in them because we have 4 in a row filled in. That's all we need. And same thing here, same thing here and here. This box can't be filled in because it's a single box. These are only supposed to be 2 in a row, so that box, that one, put dots in. Let's look at these large clues, 10, 18, 20, 20. We know from here down to here is 23. The 50% strategy, 23 minus 20 is 3. Leave these 3 boxes alone, fill that one in. Go down to the bottom, leave these 3 boxes alone, fill that one in. All of these get filled in. Same thing for the next column because it's also 20. So that allows us to fill in 17. We'll figure out the other 3 later. 18. 23 minus 18 is 5. So we're going to leave all these alone, fill that one in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave that one alone, fill all of these in. See, 50% strategy, use it all the time. 23 minus 10. Now 10 is not more than 50% of 23, so we cannot use the 50% strategy there. Now we can use strategy number 6, look for blanks. We need 4 in a row filled in. We have 3. So we're going to figure out where would it be impossible for boxes to be filled in. Let's count to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That box could be filled in. This box cannot. Same thing here and here and here. Let's see. Can we go to the right? We can. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. That box could be filled in. This one cannot be. Same thing here and here. And now look, we have a single box. Those cannot be part of 4 in a row because they're all alone. Put dots in those boxes. And same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, dot there, 4, dot there, and dot there. Oh, and look what happened. When we filled in all these boxes, look at our first clue for these rows. It's a 3. And we have 3 filled in for all of this little section here. There's our 3. So we know these will not be filled in. Put dots in those boxes, and we can go ahead and put dots here. Same reason. Oh, and look what that does. Our second clue for these rows is a 4. Here's our 3. Here's 4. You can't fit any more 4s in here, so we know this section is done as well. Here's our 4 in a row. So we can put dots in every one of these boxes. These are just sets of 2. We don't need any 2s filled in, so we know these won't be filled in either. Put dots there. There's our 4 in a row for the second clue, so we know these boxes will not be filled in. Put dots there. Same thing here. The third clue is a 4. Same thing. This section is done. Put dots there. Oops, I think I missed that one and that one. Put dots here. So we have 3, 4, 4. What's our clue say? 3, 4, 4, 4. We need another set of 4. There they are. Put dots all in those boxes. And then what do we need? We need another clue of 3 filled in at the end. We don't know where that's going to be yet, so we will come back to this later. Let's look at our next row. First clue is 3. We have 2. 1, 2, 3. Those boxes cannot be filled in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We need 4 in a row. We got it. Fill those in with dots. Dot, dot. Yeah. There we go. And what about this little section? We need 4 in a row. We have 2, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This box cannot be filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing here. Didn't help us a lot, but every little box helps. What else can we do? Oh, look what happened. We need 10 in a row for this column. When we got rid of all these, it made these boxes. We know we can't use these because we only have 4 to work with, and we need 10 in a row. All of these will be empty. Put dots there. And we can't have any single boxes for 28, 26, 22. Get rid of those. And so now We need 10 in a row. We have 11 to work with. 50% strategy. 11 minus 10 is 1. Leave that one alone. Fill that one in. Leave that one alone. Fill that one in. All of these need to be filled in. And now look here. We need 4 in a row. We can't have a gap because we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill that in. Same thing. Fill that in. These boxes will not be filled in. These boxes cannot be filled in. And we got all of our 4 in a rows here now. So these get dots. Third row down, our first clue is a 4. Here's a single box. So for this one, we can't go 4 to the left. There's not room. So we're going to start with this box. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be those. Or if you start here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This box cannot be filled in. That would be 5 in a row. Get rid of these. Same thing for this one. Let's see. What about up here? Don't know about these 2s yet. We are done figuring out anything over here. Just not sure yet. Although I do see one more box we can eliminate. We need 6 in a row for every single one of these. We have 4 in a row here. So if we start at this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we can't eliminate anything here because we don't know what's going on here. Some of these boxes could come over here, so we're not sure. So actually, we are done over here for now. We're going to come back, check out these boxes later. Go to the right side. Now we've gotten, look at these rows, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. Here's 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. We know we're going to have a set of 3 in a row to be filled in over here. How many boxes do we have to work with? 5, 7, 9. Can't use the 50% strategy yet. Although I do see something. This column has a 0. Every single one of these boxes gets a dot. So that's easy. Go ahead, put dots in those boxes. Now we have 8 boxes to work with. 3 is still not more than 50% of 8, so can't do anything here yet. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we know we'll need 6 in a row here. We could probably figure out some of these if we wanted to right now. I have a feeling it'll be easier to figure out some other sections, and we'll come back to it. We need 5 4s, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 4s. Oh, here we go. What do we have? We have 5, 6, 7, 8. 50% strategy, you have to have more than 50% of the available boxes. So we have 8 boxes to work with, and we have 4. We need 4 filled in. 4 is exactly 50%. So we can't use that strategy here. Not for any of these. I think for now it looks like we're stuck. But you know what? When we eliminated some of these boxes on the end, it makes it easier to figure out these. Let's use the 50% strategy again for the 28 row. But this time we're not using 37 because we can't use those 2 boxes. And we know this box is empty as well. So now, instead of having 37 boxes to work with, we only have 34. So 34 minus 28 is 6. So we're going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means this one we know is filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 2 we know are filled in. So we still can't figure out all 28, but it helps us out a little more. Let's see if we can do anything here with the 26. 34 minus 26 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't use it there. 1, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we get one more box. 34 minus 22 is 12. That's not 12. This is not 12. Okay, got us a few more boxes. What about some of these columns? Isn't this 22 right here? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go. We need 22 filled in, and we only have 21, but we only have one more box to work with, so that makes 22 from top to bottom. Is it the same over here? Yes. That box is not filled in, which means from here to here is 22. Fill it in. There we go. What about this column? 1, 3, and 2. 2 is already filled in. Oh, look. That has to be 3 in a row. We can't go higher, so we have to use this box. There's 3 in a row. And now we just know one of these is going to be the single one, but we don't know which one. So let's move on. What about the next one? 3 and 2. There's our 2 in a row. So we know this is going to be part of the 3 in a row. So we're going to use strategy number 6. Look for blanks again. If we were to fill these in going down, 1, 2, 3. If we were to fill them in going up, 1, 2, 3. We know this one could not be filled in, and none of these boxes could, because we only need 3 and 2 filled in. There we go. Next column has a single clue of a 3, and it's going to be that one. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we can eliminate all of these boxes. Put dots in them. What about the next column? 1 and 4. We got nothing to work with here. Here we go. We got some big clues. 20, 20, 18, 10. It's going to be the same thing we did over there. What do we have to work with? 5, 10, 15, 23. 23 minus 20 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Fill that in. It's going to be the same for this column. Let's go down to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fill in every single one of those. With a puzzle like this, a lot of times you get to this point and you think, well, it's going to be symmetrical. Look what's happening. It's going to be the exact same thing over here. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So one of my biggest tips is you can't guess with nonograms unless you have done absolutely everything you can. Usually guessing just messes up your nonogram. So I highly recommend, even though it looks like it's going to be the same as over here, we don't know that for sure yet. Keep using your logic and your strategies instead of guessing. Oop, that box just stuck out to me. We need 2 in a row. That's only 1 to get rid of it. 18. 23 minus 18 is 5. Leave those 5 alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Fill all these in. 23 minus 10 is 13. We cannot use 50% strategy there. Let's use our looking for blank strategy again, because we need 4 in a row here. There's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. Same thing for all of these. There we go. Put dots there. This one. Do we have 6 boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do. Fill in each of those. There we go. Then we have 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's empty. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We needed 3 in a row at the end. We need 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. We got them. That will not be filled in. That one. Put dots there. Same thing for all of these. Yep, same thing for all of these. There we go. Excellent. Down here, we need 3 in a row. We have 2. 1, 2, 3. Dot, dot. 1, 2, 3. This one, 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Look at this row. We have all these 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. Still not sure here. Let's look at these columns. Does this help us? 1, 3, and 2. The 2 is at the bottom. We need 3 in a row, and we only have one place to put it. Look, 1, 2, 3. One of these will be the single clue. We don't know which one yet. What about the next column? We need 3 in a row. There's only one place to put it. These are single boxes. Get rid of those. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The next column, same thing. We need 3 in a row. We know it can't be that one. Those are single boxes. Now we have 4 to work with. So for this one, 50% strategy again. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we're going to skip that one, go there. And we know those middle 2 are going to be filled in. We just don't know, is it going to be that one or that one filled in? And since we eliminated those boxes, we know these 2 are going to be filled in because we need 6 in a row. Same thing here. That row is done. Excellent. And this column, we need a single clue filled in and then a 4. There's 1 filled in. That one is the only other one next to it. You can't have 4 in a row here. We've eliminated these, so eliminate that one, put a dot there. Then we need 4 in a row here. We have 5 to work with. 5 minus 4 is 1. There's our single one filled in. We know that one will not be filled in. That one can't be filled in. We got 4 in a row right here. Fill that one in. Oh, let's look at the 10. We need 10 in a row. How many do we have? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's done. That one will not be filled in. That one can't be filled in because it has to be 2 in a row. Oh, we already got our 1 right there, so these won't be filled in. And now we use our edge strategy. Actually, we only have 4 boxes to fill in. We only have 4 possibilities, so it has to be 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Those are done. We need 2 of these filled in. We know the middle one will be one of those, so fill that in. And now we can use our edge strategy for this. We need 20 filled in, and we're right up against an edge, so we're just going to count 20 down. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's done. Eliminate these. Put dots there. Oh, that's a big help because now we can eliminate these because we need 28 in a row, 26 in a row, 22. And these are separated, so we don't need those. So since we eliminated those boxes, we can do the 50% strategy again with the 28. How many boxes do we have now? We have 1, 6, 11, 16, 21, 26, 31, 32. 32 minus 28 is 4. Let's count 4 from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will be filled in. 32 minus 26, we're going to count 6. There's your 6th one, so these will be filled in. 32 minus 22, we can't use it there. We filled in these boxes. Let's see, does that help us with the columns? 3 in a row? No, we still don't know. Is it that one or that one? We need 1 and 4 in a row. That one is filled in, which means the 4 in a row has to be here. We don't know which ones, though, but we have 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. Leave 1 alone. There we go. We know that's going to be the single one, so we can eliminate all these. Put dots there. What does that do here? We need 4 in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one cannot be filled in. What are we doing here with this 20? 5, 10, 15, 23. Okay, still not sure there. We need 10 in a row. Oh, we can do something here. We have 11 boxes to work with, and we need 10 of them. So 50% strategy says we can fill in all of these. We need 4 in a row filled in here. We have 5 boxes to work with. There we go. Same thing here. We know those will be filled in. We need 18 in a row. We can't have any gaps if we only have one single clue, so those will be filled in. We have 18 in a row filled in. We have 4, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. If we filled that one, that would be 18. This one would be 19. That's too many. So we know it has to be empty. Put a dot there and there. Can't have any gaps for these rows. These get dots. How many boxes do we have here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. And we're going to count that one, 29. Oh, man. One of these boxes will not be filled in. We're not sure which one. So can't figure that out yet. So what about the columns here? We need 3 and 2. Ah, look at that column. 3 and 2, we only have one possibility. 1, 2, 3. The next column, we need 3 in a row. Still don't know which one. 4 in a row, still don't know. Okay, what about over here? Oh, I see something I missed. Look at this box. This box has to be filled in because we need 4 in a row. We can't go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 in a row, isn't it? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, that one's empty. That one has to be empty because of the row. Needs 2. There's the single one for this column. These are empty. We need 2 in a row filled in. We only have 3 here, which means this middle box has to be filled in. 20 in a row is what we need. We have 5, 10, 15. Oh, there's 20. This one is done. Put dots there. Oh, wait a minute. Does that finish our row? I think it does. Let's count the 5s first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Excellent. And since we filled that one in, what about this 20? 5, 10, 15, 19, and this one is 20. This column is done. Put dots there. Is this 26 done? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. It's done. Eliminate that box. Oh, and now we can use the edge strategy going up. We need 20 in a row. If we start here and count up, we got 6, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That box cannot be filled in. We need 2 in a row here. Fill that one in. So see, once you get some of these boxes filled in, it's almost like dominoes. Everything else just falls into place. We need 18 in a row here. 5, 10, 15, 18. That's done. Put a dot there. We need 3 in a row here. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dot. That has to have a dot. Got to get 22 in a row here. What do we have? 3, 8, 18, 22. Up. That's done. Put a dot there. Dot and a dot. And a dot there means we need 4 in a row here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 3 in a row. That's empty. But this one, we need 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's done. Oh, look, guys, we have 1 box left. We need 2 in a row. And it is finished, everybody. A little bit tricky, but when you use all 7 strategies, you can do it. So at first it looks impossible, but those strategies really come into handy. Again, guys, if you didn't understand all those strategies, watch my previous videos where I explain them in detail. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, everybody. Again, this was number 50, puzzle number 50 from my beginner nonogram book. It's called The Perfect Nonogram Puzzle Book for Beginners. If you're still learning how to do nonograms, I think you'll enjoy my book. I explain each of those strategies in detail with diagrams and step-by-step processes, and I think you'll find it pretty helpful if you're learning how to do nonograms. If you learned anything from this video or you thought it was pretty cool, hey, give it a thumbs up, share it, like it. I would appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe because I will do more walkthrough videos. See you next time.